guys, Nagushman. Welcome to the first video. This is Kingdom Architect, a Roblox game that I would really like to show off. And as you can see, I have played it a little bit, but that's not what I am going to show off, just to show kind of the potential of what you can do. But now we are going to move on to the new place that we are going to do, and I have an idea of what I want to do with that. So this is our new little plot of land that we're gonna use, and the idea I have is something that I actually wanted to do but decided not to do before I started recording, is do the Skyrim, or create the Skyrim major cities in Skyrim in this game. I want to recreate it, and it's gonna be challenging, it's gonna be fun, but let's see how we do that. So if anyone is watching yet, if you don't know how the game works, you just get houses, so with the money you have. So obviously this is the starting amount, you just put down something, and I always tend to go for the highest value one. Before we put that down, we can actually sell this for some extra cash. And then always try and go for the highest value that you can afford to make the most amount of money. And this takes a little bit of time to build, but then afterwards it generates tax, and that is the money you make. So let's just see, collect tax of 110. Collect, excellent. And then it also takes some time just to regenerate the tax, but not too long at least. What I do like about the game is I don't know if it's a new game, but it's still getting updates. So for example, the windmill is new, added in the past week, I believe. And if you go to decorations, there was no flower options whatsoever. And in the other, with the little wheat farm that I would really like to use, combining it with the windmill for when we eventually do Whiterun. Probably have to add as well that the first city we are gonna build is gonna be Windhelm. I don't know how accurate this is, but far as I know, the first city that was built in Skyrim, or at least the first Nord settlement, so the first official city built in Skyrim by someone else than the Snow Elves, or was it the Dwarves? I believe it was the Dwarves. Either way, we're gonna be doing Windhelm as our first. Nope, that's not what I want. As our first city. That's my cat Sabrina. Say hi. So now that we got a few houses placed down, obviously, if anybody knows anything of Skyrim, if someone is watching this video, you know this doesn't look like Windhelm at all, or the entrance. That's just because we have to start making money so that we can eventually afford to do the terraforming terrain, and just to place stuff without worrying about running out of money, which is gonna take a little bit of a while. So that's gonna be fun, but for now I'm just putting down houses and just trying to get some money so I can expand, and then put down stuff that's more expensive, because the more expensive the thing is you put down, the more tax income it generates. And we are trying to get to 1,500 now, so that we can get our first tax collector. So that makes that we don't have to collect tax anymore, he will just collect it for us. So I'm just gonna chill a little bit, just let the tax collector do its thing, and then expand a little bit, and then I'll be back when I made some progress. Okay, so a short while later you can see we have upgraded all the houses from the, I think it's village cottages, to guild houses. So instead of making 110 per tax collection, we are now making, why can't I find it? 1.9 thousand per tax collection. And our money is going up exponentially faster. It still takes longer now for the tax to be generated, but it's still better. So that's kind of what you do. You just upgrade, and then eventually, I think this game is made more to just satisfy that designing needs than to actually be a tycoon. Might be. I don't even know if this classifies as a tycoon, but it's still fun. Um, so I also extended this road all the way until the end, and I bought these two plots. So reasons for extending the road, if you don't know, you have to place all structures directly next to a road for the tax collector to have access to it. And this happiness is also kind of a new update. I think this happened in the last 4 days. So basically, prestige 5 to have 100% happiness. So overall kingdom 5 stars means happiness 100%. And that's something when I actually finished the first kingdom I showed that wasn't even there. So we might just upgrade a lot more off camera, because once again this is not part of anything that this video is actually about, because this doesn't have anything to do with Windhelm. This is just the build up to get there, but still want to show off a little bit of what the creators were able to achieve. And yeah, it's a very fun, cozy little game. Really like it. So I'll be back when I have upgraded it quite a lot more. Okay, so update time on the progress. As you can see, it's no longer those other buildings. I can't even remember what I had over there. So it's no longer the guild houses. Now I'm just placing a whole bunch of inns because they make about 27,000 per tax collection. As you can see, we are really going up on income, and it's starting to get there. It's still going to take a whole while, and I don't want this video to be too long, so we might not even start with the actual building of Windhelm in this video. I might just do that, or not that, but more building and more money making off camera, and then come back when I can start to actually build the project I am interested in building. But for now, it's starting to really come together. Not eh, like it's not the Windhelm that's coming together. It's the just overall money making project for now. But I do kind of actually like the style of the inns on the side. It kind of gives a little like Japanese town entrance vibe. And the reference I have from that is, if anybody's seen Demon Slayer, the entertainment district arc, when they enter the city, it kind of looks like this. Obviously more spaced out and some open passages in between people with stalls and everything, but it kind of just gives off that vibe. And I would have loved to do a Japanese inspired like city, but these buildings won't actually allow it. It's only the inn that kind of looks like that when you place it like this, but otherwise not a lot of buildings that give off Japanese vibes. So maybe that will change in a future update, maybe not, but we can only hope. So that's the update for now, just on the little progress I'm making, and then yeah, I'll be back when there's further progress made. I am back, and it's been a while now, so the progress has kind of gotten slower now. Don't know why, but I do want to keep this video quite short, so that's where there's going to be a lot of cuts in between and a lot of stuff is not going to be seen. But I do want to show more of the actual terrain editing and building of the final city. So for now it's just kind of a little bit of a show off. It's really been a while. But still fun. Definitely still fun. I can actually purchase more land, I guess. Yeah, I don't have enough for more, but we can just play some more. and I am not gonna carry on too much now. Might leave it to AFK for a while just to get some money. But then off camera I will do a lot of progress with that, once again, just the money making and everything, and it's gonna take, I think, the whole night, but that's gonna be fine with me. And then tomorrow I can start actually with the main project if I progress enough, and that's what I actually want to showcase. But this is kind of an introduction video. So I am gonna do a lot of this content, so I do want to do every major city in Skyrim in this game, but I am actually gonna play Skyrim. That's something I have to still do. I have Skyrim Anniversary Edition. I just have to get around to fixing my mod list so I can actually record it properly without any bugs. So that's gonna be awesome. If it's not obvious, Skyrim is my favorite game, and I really wanted that to be the first video on the channel, but I'm fine with this. I actually enjoy this game and doing Skyrim builds in this. So I hope the scale of this place, so obviously we're gonna work in this area, this green box, so it's going to be that, and then including that one as well. So I don't know what the exact scale of the city is going to be, but only one way to find out, and that's by actually doing it. So that's going to be a problem for tomorrow, and these take a while to build as well, but these I'm going to place tonight are going to take about an hour to build. That is the manors, so the Lord's Manor and the Royal Estate, but they make very decent money, and then might just do some hallways and stuff just to get more money. But I think that's it for now. If you watched, thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoy it, and consider liking and subscribing, and try and support. I am very new to this, so let's see what I can do with it. Thank you very much, and thank you for watching. Have a good one.